Game Kings, The Definition of Game, documentary, coming soon. So we rolling.
Yeah.
What's popping, people? What's popping?
Ain't.
It's your boy, Mr. Locario Miles Cunningham in the building. What's good? So we wanted to talk about, all these mass shootings out here and how, it's correlated to a lot of crazy shit with these dudes where, there's been people talking about, these guys are incels and they ain't getting no ass.
Right.
Also, they ain't got no fathers in their life. I think they said like 90% of these dudes have no father.
Right, yeah. Shout out to Paul Elam.
He was talking about that.
Air for Men, MGTOW aficionado. Is he a MGTOW?
I don't know. He might be.
Right.
But
he's pro men or whatever.
Right.
Men's rights and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So, but he was making a he did some research on that and he explained that a lot of these cats that's doing these mass shootings, they don't have fathers in the house. And he was saying something about on some psychological shit about how masculine energy, because it's logical,
right?
It kind of it's the first, the male is the one, or the father is the one that shows the child their first example of like empathy or thinking about others, because how a man has to like lead his family and think about the family and make decisions not just for himself but for
the family,
the wife and the children, like so it's like having a father in your life kind of gives you an example of that. And he was like, there's no way somebody who walks around and fucking empties clips in Walmart, killing 19 people, has consideration for other people.
Right.
Like they're literally only thinking about their own emotions, their own insecurities, their own gripes with society and people, and like, what does that remind, who does that remind you of? Which sex does that remind you of?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a bitch is having a bad day, that's all that fucking matters. You see what I'm saying? When a bitch is on her period and she's having a bad fucking day, that's all. She's having a bad hair day, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? You go up to her and say hi. She's rejecting you, not even because she's not feeling you, but because she's not feeling herself. She's having a bad hair day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you take that to the extreme, And then he was also talking about how, like, in society and they villainize men in general, but they also villainize white men. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying it's something that starts in like preschool, like from grade school, where it's like, and it wasn't like he was trying to like take up for white men or whatever like that, but he was just saying how you can imagine how it might affect the psyche of a young white male when a lot of the times you turn around and it's like, oh, the feminists are saying, oh, white men patriarchy, and the black people are saying, oh, white men, slavery, white men this, white men that. This is crazy.
This fucking road is crazy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many things that can put the psyche of a young white male in a bad state, just off the fact that everybody could find a reason to hate him. So it only builds his insecurities. And then coupled with the fact that he's not grown up with a father to teach him anything, to teach him any kind of confidence, to teach him any kind of reason to love himself, to think about himself in a positive light.
Right.
And then it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds. Then all of that awkwardness comes into today, where now you're a young man, you're a young teenage man, a young male in the 20s. You trying to fuck at this point, like niggas trying to get pussy, and all of that insecurity, all of that awkwardness, it makes them socially inept.
Right.
So they can't get no pussy. Nobody's fucking with them. Nobody's looking at them. They hardly even have friends. The only friends that they really do have is the niggas on the message boards and the Dungeons and Dragons niggas and what's that video game? World of Warcraft and Minecraft and
all that shit,
a Call of Duty type niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and I'm not saying that to make fun of niggas, but that's what we're talking about. That's the type of cats we're talking about. And it's really a problem when you look at it. It's really a problem when you look at it. And on top of that, then you have the whole white supremacy angle, right?
Right.
You talk about, we talking about mental health, and people act like mental health and white supremacy is two different things. I honestly believe that white supremacy is a mental illness.
Oh, of course, it is.
Racism itself is a
Right.
mental illness. Like, for the fact that you think you better than somebody for the color of your skin, that's crazy.
Right.
I think that's crazy.
Right, and you know what it is too, touching on that, is that's part of why some of these dudes end up doing these mass shootings and all this other stuff, because, you know, if you're a white dude, right, and you're gonna feel like you're owed the best shit because you're a white guy, just like Elliot Rodger. Like, I remember when he was saying shit like, you know, oh, how come, you know, I'm seeing these black guys or these other guys with women, and, you know, they don't deserve them, and I should be there. Like, he had that type of energy. So imagine you're a white dude and you think that, you know, you're supposed to have a certain, you know, amount of shit. You're not getting that shit.
Right.
That's gonna make you even more upset.
Even more upset.
Because it's like you're not getting what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? So
Or what you think you deserve.
what you think you deserve, right? So
and the world owes you something.
Exactly. So then now, when we take it to this extent, when we're talking about dudes, when it comes to getting women and getting sex popping, you have these guys out here who basically are on some incel shit to a certain extent, and, you know, and it's not that all quote unquote people that call themselves incels are going to be on some crazy shit like this, but you know, these guys have that sort of trait of like dudes who were never really getting shit popping with women,
right?
And the thing is, because, you know, a lot of it is because they're socially awkward, they're insecure, you understand?
Right.
And this is why it's so important that we're doing the shit we're doing. You understand?
Exactly.
Because you got these motherfuckers online talking about, yo, you dating coaches and you this and that, y'all on some bullshit and y'all shouldn't be, you know, teaching this, and why y'all do? And I'm like, look, motherfuckers would still be alive if niggas actually take heed to some game and stop being black-pilled and stop being defeatist and stop being a fucking idiot and going out here taking out your sexual frustration on other motherfuckers. Right? You see what I'm saying? Like this shit is some real shit. You see what I mean? And so you got these dudes out here who are super socially awkward. It was funny because last night me and Miles was talking on the phone, and remember I was saying, hey, why don't these, you know, I was like, these incel niggas, they should just pay for the pussy, right? And I was like, I said they need to be the #1 customer when it comes to this shit.
Right.
But then Miles, you were saying how they can't even do that shit. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right. Because let me tell you something. A lot of times we don't appreciate the difficulties that other people go through.
Right.
And the point I'm trying to come to is the fact that we could look at simping, right? Or tricking. Tricking was it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Tricking, right.
Tricking, you know, you pay for everything, and you know, you get somebody to spend some time with you because you about to spend some money, right?
Right.
But check this shit out. We know that these chicks got dating apps. They get likes on Facebook. They get all the fucking attention in the world because y'all niggas won't fucking cut it out. Or us niggas, a lot of us won't cut it out because I paid them bitches attention too. But niggas won't cut it out and make these bitches earn attention. So they have all these options. Now, if a chick has an option between, she got 2 simps trying to get at her for Friday night.
Right.
One of them, he's a cool nigga. And he's a simp. And he's a trick.
Right.
But he's cool.
Right.
You know, he wears the cologne. He wears a nice cologne. He wears, you know, clean clothes. He's just not that good with the game, and he doesn't have a lot of confidence in himself. But he knows how to spend his money and trick. You understand? And he kind of makes her laugh a little bit. But she knows she ain't gonna give her no pussy because she's not really attracted to him. Because he don't have that full amount of swag that, you know, like a nigga like Lucario got or a nigga like me got, right? So, but then the other simp nigga is a socially awkward, very insecure, weird ass nigga that makes her feel uncomfortable being with him. So what is she gonna choose? She's gonna choose the cool simp. What I'm trying to say is, or the cool trick. What I'm trying to say is, you have to have game even if you want to trick. You have to have game even if you want to trick. See, y'all motherfuckers, that's why I be telling y'all, like, y'all fucking hide behind all these fucking narratives about choosing signals and alpha males and beta males and omega males and zetas, and red pills and black pills.
Right.
You even need game to trick. You even need game to be a simp ass nigga.
Exactly.
Because a bitch still needs to want to hang out with you.
Spend time with you, right?
And that takes your game. That takes your personality. That takes your mouthpiece. Because even a nigga that's tricking and just spending money so a bitch will spend time, if the bitch has the choice, she'll still go hang out with a nigga that's cooler than you, who's still just tricking and simping just like you are. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter where you go, what you do, you need game. You need game. No matter, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Alpha male to a fucking beta male simp, you still need game.
Right.
You understand? Because even some of y'all niggas out there, and again, the guys we're talking about, they probably don't even have enough like social game to for dudes to want to be around them, bro.
Right, exactly.
We're not saying this to laugh at them. This nigga's chuckling, but we're not saying it to laugh at them, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Like, if you don't have a certain like level of confidence or personality, people might not want to hang around you, bro.
Right.
Like, son, this nigga, he like the nigga that did the El Paso joint.
Right.
It looks like the only friends he had was the niggas on that 8chan website.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Niggas on a message board who they never meet face to face.
Right.
Because you don't have face to face social skills.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So he writes this long ass manifesto. He drives 10 hours. 10 hours. Not one of your boys called you by mistake. Like, hey, what up, nigga?
Like,
what you getting ready to do? And you like, nigga, I'm about to drive 10 hours to this El Paso Walmart and start and shoot shit up. And your boy be like, homie, chill.
Right.
What the fuck you doing, bro?
Right.
We don't need to do all that. Meet me for a beer or something. But that's why you even need a little bit of game to have friends.
Right.
You need a little bit of personality. You need a little bit of a little mouthpiece. You need to have a certain type of energy around you so people will want to be around you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's your game is everything. Your charm, your personality, your charisma, the things you like to talk about, how you express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you speak, your intelligence. Like, I was listening to a Chronicles of Judah video the other day, and somebody was talking about a level of knowledge and your level of intelligence. And Judah pointed out to them that knowledge and intelligence is two different things. Anybody could get knowledge,
right?
But intelligence is a gift. Intelligence is the way you interpret that knowledge, and you interpret that knowledge based on the person that you are.
Right.
Again, at a million fucking times that I've heard this, the truth is inside you.
Exactly.
It's all about you. Like, you are so important to this game, and I think what happened, sadly, a lot of these cats they don't realize this is what they do. They're literally crying out for attention. Right,
because imagine the fact of you driving 10 hours to come shoot up some people. That means that you want, like, you're starving for like validation and acceptance.
Yo, you ever seen one of them old cartoons where the fucking it's like this dopey ass doofy cartoon character, and they're really strong,
right?
And they want to make friends with a little animal or something, and then they grab the animal and then they pet the animal so hard that they kill the animal.
Right, exactly.
That's the basic psychological paradigm of what's going on with these dudes that's running around shooting shit up. You understand? They have no other recourse. They have no other way to cope with loneliness and a lack of social skills and social energy, that this is what they feel they need to do. So now we're showing him attention. Now we're talking about him.
Right.
Now the whole world is looking at him now.
Right.
And in a weird, fucked up, sort of twisted psychological way, now he's getting the attention that he's always craved. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the other nigga, in Dayton, Ohio, that nigga, he murdered his own sister.
Wow.
One of the people that he shot and killed was his fucking sister, bro. And then his story was crazy, because they were saying that in high school, he was always quiet and shit, and the people that knew him, he had a list of chicks that he wanted to rape, and he had another list of people that he wanted to kill.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? This like there's a heaviness of resentment and frustration that builds on top of itself. Because when you don't have confidence, your insecurities win. And then when your insecurities win, you create a certain type of energy.
Right.
And then people choose not to fuck with you. And then because people choose not to fuck with you, you get more insecure. And then even lower confidence, lower self-esteem. And you start, you hate yourself. And then, so if you hate yourself so much, you don't give a fuck if you live or die, that's when you don't give a fuck if other people live or die.
Exactly.
Like, it's so fucked up how these cats be like, yo, why y'all trying to teach niggas how to get women? I tell y'all niggas all the time, dealing with women has nothing to do with dealing with women.
Exactly. They don't get it.
Like the women are just a venue. We're because it's like, nigga, if you gonna spend the time improving yourself, you might as well get a bitch while doing it.
Right.
That's like the real deal. But it's not about bitches. It's about you being a cool, dope person.
It's about masculinity. It's about you improving yourself. It's about you understanding who you are. That's all this shit is about. And this is like, see, if you notice, everything that we teach is rooted in that. You understand what I'm saying? Even the other day, I put out a video when I was talking about these motherfuckers that's on these, these pickup artists shit, and they be filming themselves trying to get girls. And I said, listen, the girl is not the main attraction. I said, you're the main attraction. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying you're the one who is the main attraction of the shits. So we're trying to teach you that you are the center of all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about, what can I do to get this girl, or what can I do to make this happen, and all this other dumb shit. It's like, no. What are you doing that is improving your situation? Right. What are you doing? Like, even just now, before we was on camera, Miles was like, he was like, I love my fucking life. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, I love my fucking life. And when we was talking about it, it really didn't have nothing to do with a chick. You understand what I'm saying? In that regard, we was just like, he was just talking about, look, I love my life because I'm doing what I like to do. I'm enjoying myself. I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? The chicks is a bonus. The chicks is like the icing on the cake. Right. It's not the cake. You see what I'm saying? And so, but see, these guys out here, and see, the thing is this, it's hard sometimes to what you call it, to sort of relate to these things, because, a nigga like me, like, I get my dick sucked all the time. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? So I can't imagine being a dude who's like 25, 30 years old, who's never had any pussy, you know what I'm saying? Don't get no attention from chicks. Don't have people that like them like that. They don't got no friends. Like, I don't understand. Like, you see what I'm saying? So,
but that's the thing. There's a broad spectrum, son.
Right.
There's extremities.
Right.
Because you got niggas who live in a house with a gag of bitches. You understand? Then you got the average nigga, a 9-to-5 nigga. He meet bitches, go out on dates on weekends. And then you got that nigga that's at home. Like, he don't get no burn. Right. Like he fucking orders Grubhub or what is it, the diner
Seamless and all that
Seamless and shit. And he tried to spark up a conversation with the person delivering his food, and they feel this awkward energy from him, and they're like, here's your money, bro. I mean, here's your food, bro. Peace. Like, and they see, like, they feel that, and it's like, yo, like, I can't even have a fucking conversation with the.
Everybody thinks I'm a creep.
Yeah,
everybody's
like,
creeped out, right? And
so now,
so now it becomes, well, fuck everybody. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, this anger, and see, this is the thing. It becomes this thing where they not only do they feel alone, it's like they feel like alone, meaning like everybody in the world is out to get them, or everybody in the world doesn't care. Everybody in the world thinks they're a loser. Everybody in the world, like they'll say, they'll have that mentality of everybody else gets shit popping. Everybody else can get women. Everybody else can have a good time except for me. You see what I'm saying? And so when you have that, this is why they be writing these manifestos and writing all this shit and all this other crazy stuff. Is because they feel left out. They feel like, and I did this video about this the other day. I was like, they feel like they're special. They feel like, like they're the only ones going through shit. Everybody else is living in a diamond mansion and everything is great for them. Right. It's not really like that, but that's their outlook on the world, because, like you said, they have that awkwardness, that weirdness that's coming out, and then they get that feedback from society,
right?
And then they're just like, well, fuck all you guys don't care about me anyway, and you know, all you suck, and you know, you only like the Chads and the Tyrones, and the girls only want, you know, they only want those guys, and the black pill is real, and if you don't look like this, you're never gonna get a girl, and no girls will ever want me, and you know, so it's just like, you know, like it's just like being a cool motherfucker, like you were saying, it's like, you know. A lot of dudes are able to get, you got a match on Tinder. That's
I'm getting matches on Tinder while we talking to y'all niggas, nigga. It's real, nigga. Fuck out of here. No, that's facts though. Y'all heard the chime, nigga. Y'all heard the bling. Fuck out of here, nigga.
They said they want receipts, so fuck
they
it.
want receipts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Oh my goodness. But anyway.
Nah, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why we do this, man. Shout out to all the other cats doing it. Whether they bullshit ass YouTubing ass niggas exactly. or not. Like
right.
But especially shout out to all the niggas on that Game Kings documentary cover.
Exactly.
You understand? 'Cause let me tell you, man. I mean, you got church, right? But other than that, like, where can a nigga really go? A nigga too. I'm talking about a nigga. I mean, shout out to all our white fans and other kind of nationality fans.
Right.
But where can a black man go to really hear somebody chop it up and talk about something that is pertinent to his life? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To keep him from fall into those extremes, because it's not that hard. We know how easy it is for negativity to take over.
Exactly.
We know. You understand? So we're not just flapping our gums and just trying to get money from y'all. Like when we tell you to subscribe to the Bad Boy membership, we want to make sure you get consistent help.
Exactly. Right.
Like my man does brand new material every month,
right.
like clockwork. You understand? And I'm even featured on some of that shit. We do the fucking Bad Boy show like, every Sunday, clockwork.
Sunday. Right.
And then we started the Confidence show every Sunday, clockwork. We out here working for y'all, bro. And we want to make sure that we provide a space where niggas could come to hear niggas chop it up so they can find something that they can identify with. And you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get low. You know, Monday through Saturday, you might get low. So you listen to the fucking Bad Boy show, you listen to the Confidence show, you get on that Bad Boy membership, and you can find something to bring you back up, to bring you back in there. Like, I'm gonna get at these bitches this week because I just learned this new shit off of the Bad Boy membership, or you know, I got email access to my man Mr. Lucario because I'm on the membership, and I asked him a question and he gave me some hot shit. So it's like you're recreating yourself. You're adding layers to who you are so you can figure out different ways to get what you want. You understand what I'm saying? And again, it's not just about bitches, it's about everything. Because you have to have a good energy even for people to want to just talk to you.
Right.
So how you gonna do business? How you gonna get sex? How you gonna, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna get all the things you want out of life?
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's real. And it's not just about fucking with bitches. Oh, we don't need to teach niggas that. What's so hard about getting bitches, bro? Like, no, you're missing the point, man. You missing the fucking point. I was trying to remember the screen name of this dude that used to always come on our. He used to always call up when we used to do like the truth about relationships. I forgot this nigga's name.
Right.
But he used to always be like, "Yo, I don't get it. I don't even get what y'all doing on this podcast. Like, it don't even make sense to me."
Right.
And I'm like, and that's cool. If you got a handle on it like that, that's great. I'm glad you're not one of them niggas who feel like he needs to listen to game or study game and all that shit. I'm glad you got a handle on it. That's great. But not everybody's like you, bro. And we know that because we've been there.
Right.
We've been in those stages. And what we want to do is, because you got to remember something. There's different stages in life, right? And when you're younger, you're more impressionable. Right. And like I just said before, it's easy for negativity to take over. So if you're not careful, if you don't have constant, like, you know, support or, you know, stuff to redirect or, you know, some type of material to keep you on a certain path, it's, you know, it's not that hard for you to fall off, especially if you don't got a father, or
Right.
especially, I mean, come on, man, yo, these women are all over the place. Let's be honest, and a lot of cats coming up right now are being raised by single parent mothers. And I'm not really trying to attack the females, but the female can only do what they do. Female can only do what they do. A female is. Her basic need is fucking survival.
Right.
So a bitch gonna do what the fuck she gotta do regardless, just to keep shit moving. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to keep shit moving. She don't have no agency. She don't have no faculty. She don't have nothing. She don't have nothing that's gonna fucking keep her on a straight path. A man does that.
Right.
You understand? But when a woman is without a man and she's trying to raise a man, that's a tricky situation. So this type of stuff that we do, Ron Wills, Steve the Dean, you know, Eddie Fuse, Rosebud,
you know what I'm saying,
and Boss Mac Topsoil. Yo, I remember I had my father in my life, but this shit that Boss Mac would talk about, that I could never even imagine my dad talking about. You understand?
Right.
And
shout out to fucking Afi Kingdom, shout out to EO, shout out to Alan Roger Curry, shout out to K Zaggin. You know, there's a lot of cats out there really putting it in to help motherfuckers.
For
you
real.
know what I'm saying?
For real.
Really,
and it's not a fucking pity party like these MGTOW niggas or just some shit where niggas is out here just trying to get attention. Like, we know this shit helps. We know, because a lot of it, just to be truthful, a lot of it is like shit we was wishing we was hearing when we was coming up. That's why we was listening to the Tariq Nasheed.
Exactly.
That's why we was listening to Boss Mac Topsoil. Like, I was so surprised when that nigga, every other word came out of his mouth was bitch. But sometimes, as a man, you need to understand why a man would refer to women in that way, based on the realities of the situation. Yo, coming up, I used to see my uncles. This is in Jamaica, and this is back in the 80s. I used to see my uncles do some real crazy shit to females, bro. Crazy shit. I'm talking about. I don't even want to talk about it. It wouldn't even. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm seeing all this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why would a man do that to a bitch?
Right.
But as you grow. As you grow and you realize what the truth of the reality is, you realize why a man would do certain things to a bitch, and why he would even call her a bitch. And that type of reality is what we try to bring. Not to say every man needs to call a woman a bitch, but you need to understand the environment. You need to understand why it would happen, and then you can make a conscious choice.
Right.
If you want to call a woman a bitch or not, Right. Come up with your way. But the point is, giving you access to that reality, giving you access to that truth, to let you know that, hey, these things go down on a regular basis, and you should know where you stand in the midst of all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when shit hits you, when you realize how lonely the world could be, if you don't have a certain level of confidence, if you don't understand certain truths about life and what it really takes, you can fall, bro.
Exactly. And this is what's happening to these fucking dudes right now. And I'm telling you, like, motherfuckers think this game is a joke until shit like this happens. You see what I'm saying? They think it's a joke until shit like this happens, because you gotta understand something. Your thoughts become your actions. So these guys' thoughts became their actions. Their thoughts was, fuck everybody, I'm gonna kill these niggas, because, I hate y'all, I hate myself, life sucks, it's not fair, I'm not a Chad, I'm not a Tyrone, I'm not getting pussy, all this other shit. That's what the type of shit they thinking. Right. To get them to the point where, because you gotta think about it, the shit is so ingrained that a nigga drove 9 hours and didn't think twice. You understand? He didn't think, well, maybe this isn't a good idea. That's a lot of time to think about what you're about to do. That's a lot of time to turn around and be like, nah, I can't do this shit. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, the shit was so heavy. And shame on you fucking YouTubers. I'm talking to you black pill motherfuckers. Shame on y'all niggas. And some of y'all so deep in it too, y'all don't even realize what the fuck y'all doing. But shame on y'all niggas for perpetuating the bullshit. You understand? Perpetuating the lie like, oh, well, everything is all about your looks, bro. And if you don't look this way, then girls are gonna want you. And if you don't have this money, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Shut the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. Seriously.
Yeah, like, adding to the problem.
Exactly. Like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what the fuck you talking about. Listen, if you the type of dude who ain't getting no ass, who ain't getting no pussy, right? Who ain't getting shit popping, right? Shut the fuck up. Leave all of that to the guys who are getting it, who can teach other guys to get it.
Right.
You understand? Just because you ain't getting it, you feel what I'm saying? That don't gotta be the reality for other niggas. But see, a lot of niggas are so impressionable, they're so insecure, they're so susceptible to the bullshit.
Misery loves company.
Right, so they'll just jump on that because what happens is their reality is close to your reality, so they're gonna hop on that quickly.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They're gonna be like, oh, well, this is just how it is, and there's
He's
right,
no hope. Bro. I'm not getting no bitches because of my looks.
Exactly. There's no hope, so why bother? And trying to learn game, that's coping, and game ain't gonna do shit because it's all about looks, money, and status, and yada yada yada. And I'm like, look, you see what road this goes down when you're on that black pill shit, when you're on that defeatist shit. You understand what I'm saying? There's too many of these motherfuckers from Elliot Rodger. He jumped off the whole shit. Like, niggas is actually calling it like he's an idol for niggas. Y'all know this? Elliot Rodger is an idol for these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's like Jesus to these niggas. You see what I mean? And there should be no reason a nigga like him is being admired by anybody.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But see, a lot of these dudes out here, because dudes be, I've had dudes say, oh, why you even address these motherfuckers? And I'm like, see, this is why, because niggas out here dying. Before Elliot Rodger shot up, these motherfuckers, I did a video, I think it was a week before he did this shit.
Yeah,
I did a video specifically addressing him, and I couldn't find his fucking contact. So I said, listen, if anybody knows this dude, please send him this shit.
Right.
Then I got an email from one of my subscribers and say, yo, that video you did about the dude, he ended up shooting up some people and killed himself. And I said, what? Like, I thought that shit was a joke. And I'm just like, yo, like, these dudes out here are really fucking up.
Yeah, cause he was online a couple weeks before talking some really self-deprecating shit.
Right.
It's just bad, man. It's just bad. We're here to like provide you guys a reason to understand why you need to have a better opinion of yourself.
Right. And it's crazy because I'm like, you motherfuckers out here talking about confidence is bullshit. Seriously? This is what you teach your niggas? Confidence is bullshit? And then this is what happens when you ain't confident, you go shoot up motherfuckers? Confidence is bullshit for real? And then so, y'all motherfuckers out here think it's a game. Y'all think, shit is funny. You think, oh, well, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And then when shit like this happens, and it happens because these motherfuckers, they've been surrounded by other motherfuckers, not trying to help them,
right,
but trying to reinforce
and perpetuate
the bullshit. Like the other day, this nigga fucking the dude I did a video about where I had his picture up and he was saying that he thought he was ugly and all this other shit, and then he said that other nigga, I'm not gonna mention his name, which I know I'm talking about, he said that other nigga said he's too ugly for girls. And this motherfucker be doing all these videos talking about, oh, it's only about this, and if you don't look this way, that's the end of it. And this is what the fuck happens.
First of all, pause.
You're right, exactly, right.
You telling another nigga he's
too ugly for girls, right? I know, right?
But he's just right for you?
Exactly.
Bitch ass nigga? Fuck, yo. You're too ugly for girls, but
come over here.
If you want to come over and we can play some Call of Duty.
Exactly. You fucking motherfuckers out here on that bullshit. Oh, man, this is what I'm saying, guys, man. Y'all got to really understand what the fuck this game is about, man, because, it's gotten to the point where niggas is out here losing their lives over bullshit, man.
Over bullshit.
Over fucking bullshit,
like
man.
Niggas shot 19 people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They were showing you around the Walmart and in front of the store. Niggas is face down in the pool of their own blood.
Mm-hmm.
Like innocent people that don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Exactly.
Because the nigga drove 10 hours or 9 hours. That means he ain't even doing it in his own neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he said, he did his manifesto about Spanish people and blah, blah, blah. But that was really just a mechanism for him to use to support his own insecurity.
Right.
It had nothing to, if you really break it down psychologically, probably had nothing to do with Mexicans in general. He was probably feeling insecure about being, a young white man in America. And there's so much attacks coming from the Me Too movement to, the Black Lives Matter movement, to politics, to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm just saying, look, objectively look at it. Look at how they do Donald Trump. Like the average young white boy is probably thinking, well, damn, even if I'm president, I'm still going to be disrespected by the whole country. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are the thoughts that these niggas have, is what I'm saying. I mean, I like I said, objectively speaking, like I don't give a fuck what you think about Trump or whatever. I'm just saying, just like how when Obama became president and everybody was like, oh, now a black boy can think he can become president.
Right.
It's the same way a young white boy could be looking at Trump and be like, damn, why they treat this nigga like that? He's the president.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They must be treating him like that because he's a white man and I'm a white man. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, all white supremacy aside, I'm just saying this is the type of
like what they think about.
This is the thought spiral that these niggas is going through sometimes. And they feel, and they're like, well, if everybody hates white men, well, fuck these fucking Mexicans coming in here, and I'm gonna fucking drive 9 hours. I'm gonna show them something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All because Walmart is for the middle class and lower middle class, socioeconomic status people. So it's like, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna show these these fucking broke ass Mexicans a thing or two. I'm gonna show them what white power is all about or whatever the fuck.
Right.
But that's where you don't want to be, because I would much rather you put all of that energy into running up on a bitch like, hey, what's going on?
Right.
Sexy as shit.
Exactly.
What you doing tonight? Oh yeah, word. I like that outfit, huh? Yeah. That's more constructive.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if a nigga trying to get into some pussy, more than likely he's not trying to get into some shit where he's shooting up 19 niggas.
Exactly.
You feel me? So
exactly. Because like, man, this shit's fucked up though. You know what I'm saying? And I just think at the end of the day, man, and this is the thing I want to say too, is that these dudes, and this is partly why I don't feel sorry for them sometimes, is because the resources are there. You understand what I'm saying? But see, they refuse to take the resources, meaning they refuse to get the knowledge. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They refuse to get the knowledge because
bitches call us, huh?
they refuse to get the knowledge because they believe that is bullshit. So, you're like, listen, work on yourself.
Right.
Become more confident. Like,
right.
and, improve your situation.
Right.
And they're like, man, fuck that.
Fuck
That's
that
all
shit.
bullshit.
Yeah,
That's all bullshit.
Yeah.
If I don't got the looks and the money and the status, you see what I'm saying? Like, they go back to that shit. So now, when they're in these situations, it's like I can't feel sorry for you because the resource was there for you. You know what I'm saying? But you refuse to fucking take it.
But that's what happens to a poisoned mind, though.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough.
It's crazy.
Tough. Because you could literally be standing there explaining why, why they don't need to be doing or thinking the way they're thinking, but once you pass a certain point,
it's like the point of no return. I guess they just they're done. You know what I'm saying?
Up, man.
They're done. And this is why I be trying to make sure that other motherfuckers don't fall into the bullshit. Like, I want to get niggas to realize before they start going down that path. You feel what I'm saying? And then become like one of these motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? Because, if you look at all of the motherfuckers that was shooting up shit and doing all this other stuff, none of these niggas was like niggas who was trying to improve. None of these niggas was niggas who was actually making shit pop in their life. None of these niggas was niggas who was actually getting shit popping with women and making shit go down. Like, I don't remember none of these dudes being that type of guy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They were always these, guys who were, had that loser mentality, guys who gave up on life, guys who were just angry. Even that video with the dude from the bagel shop that got tackled and shit.
Oh, the
short
dude?
nigga, yeah. You see that fucking anger? You feel what I'm saying? And the frustration, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what dudes is on. And so, again, motherfuckers really need to look in the mirror and be like, yo, I gotta fucking work on me and not blame everybody else, because that's what happens to the point where these motherfuckers get to that point where they start shooting up shit and doing dumb shit, because, you know, the only reason is that they look at it is it's everybody else's fault. It's your fault that I'm like this. You feel what I'm saying? It's that bad chick, it's that Stacy's fault for not wanting to fuck with me because I'm not, you know, the Chad and all that other dumb shit. So she has to die. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these niggas, it's so ironic. They be wanting the baddest chicks, but then they don't expect the bad chicks to want the baddest dudes. Like, I don't understand how that works, but you know, these niggas, they just want this shit to pop. But I don't know, man. Anything else you want to say? I'm done.
Yo, that Game Kings documentary is coming out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, and we ain't gonna stop, man. We ain't gonna stop because you see niggas need it.
Exactly.
You see niggas need it, right? So we ain't gonna stop.
Exactly.
So you ain't gotta worry about that shit. But the truth is inside you.
Peace. We out. Later.
Right.
Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.